The Orlando area currently boasts many up-and-coming boxers. One Punch Boxing Promotions put on a great night of fights to display the local talent pool and what was being dubbed the return of the Fantastic Five, and the fans certainly did not leave disappointed.
I thought it was a success. I mean, we had a very lively crowd, exciting bouts. I think, listen, ask anybody, they got their money's worth today. And hopefully this is the start of a new process where we can have consistent quality show here in Orlando. This show is the beginning, hopefully, of many. We're trying to get TV. We're trying to get ESPN here in Orlando. HBO was here for the Cotto fight. I think this is the beginning of it. We just want to showcase our fighters and go on from there. And it's only going to get better because we have the local support, and which is really crucial.
The first fight of the night featured pro debuts for two Orlando fighters, with lightweights Cleveland McClain and Jovan Perez. Perez overwhelmed his opponent with a barrage of punches, forcing the referee to stop the fight in the third round.
This is my pro debut, and first I just want to give all glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And man, that first round, we knew, because he was short, we knew he was going to come with the overhand right, so we just wanted to come in calm, kind of set the pace around, see what he has. And then after kind of judging from what he had from the first round, I knew his power didn't really affect me that much, so I knew I could kind of do what I want with him. So I was just testing him. I saw he started to get tired, so from there I started to work the body. And just combinating from the body up and going through with the uppercuts. Yeah, I fed off of the crowd. A lot of my family and friends came out to see me. And I thank them and thank Roy for giving me the chance to showcase my talent today. But it was tremendous first night, my first pro debut, and I couldn't have had a better fight any other way.
The second fight of the night was between featherweights Christian Camacho and Jason Vera. Camacho, who boasts an incredible amateur resume over 250 fights, earned his first professional victory with a unanimous decision.
And it was excellent. I could have wished for a better fight. I already knew I had more experience, almost 250 amateur fights. So my thing was, get in there and do what you've learned, do what you were taught to do. And, the first round seemed kind of even, and then from there on, I just had to excel and take the win. So congratulations.
The third fight of the night was between light heavyweights Craig Duncan and Harold Smith. Duncan delivered the punch of the night when he connected with an overhand right in the fourth round to earn a knockout victory.
Man, I felt great. John Scully been training me, and that's what he told me to do. He was like, man, don't go out there and try and kill him. Set it up. This is actually my fourth knockout. So I'm 4-0 with 4 knockouts, and every time that I do come out and knock out the crowd, man, that roar of the crowd is what drives me. Is when it fills me to go back in the gym and train even harder and get a better knockout.
The fourth bout of the night featured welterweights Miguel Cruz and Chris Gray. Cruz showed great patience and boxing skills early on. He then went on the attack and unloaded a barrage of punches midway through the third round, causing the referee to step in and halt the fight.
I already knew he had a lot of fights. He's been with a lot of great fighters like Orlando Jai Alai, Ishe Smith, and none of them could stop him, so I knew that he was a survivor. He had only been stopped once in his career, and it was at 154. I had a feeling he was going to be tricky and have a lot of different kind of tricks and come at me with. But I'm stronger, I'm younger, and I'm more hungry right now. And I had a feeling that I was going to catch him eventually. Thank God, I got the victory, and all my fans are happy.
The fifth fight on the card was also in the welterweight division. Clarence Booth showed tremendous ring generalship throughout the 6-round affair, which led to a unanimous decision victory over Jonathan Perez.
I felt good about the win. Training camp was great. Thanks to Nick Sityard, Marco Vizzini, my trainers. Everything went great. My city been behind me since day one, since I was an amateur. And it's just a blessing, man, to be able to put on the show for them and for the people in Orlando. It was beautiful, man. My training camp was successful, like I said. Fight was successful, so everything is successful. My camp is good. We're happy right now. We can go and rest for the weekend, be back in the gym on Monday.
The sixth bout was the fight of the night. Lightweights Amos Cowart and Joseph Fernandez were hitting like heavyweights, as both showed incredible heart during a 6-round slugfest. Cowart would eventually prevail in the 6th round, stopping Fernandez in a war that had the crowd going wild.
Oh yeah, it was tough, man. He's a good fighter. I mean, for a while he was keeping me outside, but he's a little slower than I thought he was. Got inside and started getting him tired with the body work. Man, I always keep a big fan base anywhere I go. If I go out of state, they're coming with me. Everybody loves me. I love them too. I love the fans, man.
Bout number 7 was in the middleweight division. Undefeated fighters Phil Penson and Paul Marfort fought to a draw. In a pretty technical 6-round showdown, Marfort was the more aggressive fighter, but Penson seemed to land the cleaner shots.
I don't feel like he did enough work to win. I mean, he worked hard. He's a tough customer, but I feel like the more better, efficient boxer was me. I didn't even feel like it was a tough fight. Yeah, he was coming forward. He moved his hands a lot. He did more headbutting and holding and pulling and hitting, and then actually landing effective landing shots to keep me off balance. Or he just wasn't doing nothing but pushing and wrestling. He's a very tough fighter, but it was really easy work. It wasn't even a difficult fight.
The main event of the night was also in the middleweight division, as hometown favorite Moyes Carrasquillo took on game veteran Timothy Hall. Hall was a tough opponent for Moyes, putting on constant pressure for all 6 rounds. Ultimately, though, Carrasquillo would prevail with a unanimous victory.
Toughest fight I've been in so far, for sure. I give him props. He really came to fight, but I fought through it. I showed hard today, and I'm glad I got the win. I heard the crowd cheering me on, and they helped me a lot.
Reporting from a great night of fights, this is Frank Shala for the Valencia Voice.